10th plus 2வில் ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டும் தொடர்ந்து மாநில அளவில் பல சாதனைகளை புரிந்து வரும் நாமக்கல் குறிஞ்சி கல்வி நிறுவனங்களில் CBSE பாடத்திட்டத்தில் சீனியர் செகண்டரி பள்ளியாக தரம் உயர்த்தப்பட்டு IIT நீட் தேர்வுகளுக்கு பல வெற்றியாளர்களை உருவாக்கிய ஆசிரியர்களை முழு நேர ஆசிரியர்களாக பணியமர்த்தப்பட்டு தினம்தோறும் வகுப்புகள் நடைபெறும்.
குறிஞ்சி எஜுகேஷன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் காவேட்டிப்பட்டி நாமக்கல். Admission in progress. CBSE KG to 12 contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12 contact 9344567484. For online admission log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Dear students, in the last class we discussed simple present tense, and in continuation to that, today we are going to discuss simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. In the last class itself we discussed what is tenses and what are the major tenses and what are the subdivisions of the tenses we have discussed in the last class. Okay, so I hope you might answer if somebody asks you how many tenses are there. So you have to answer there are three major tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. And you have to say there are 12 subdivisions. Each tense has subdivision. Okay, 4 subdivisions. So totally we have 12 tenses. You have to reply. And in the last class we discussed simple present tense. Okay, so simple present tense we have discussed what are the usage of simple present tense and keywords and examples. Okay, today we are going to discuss the exercise, and in the last class I forgot to tell you the sentence structure of the simple present tense. Okay, that's why I have written here. Okay, so what is the sentence structure? The sentence structure is it's like a formula. Okay, S is for subject. Okay, is or are or am or present form of the verb, that we call it V1. Okay, now what is this? What is the usage of this sentence structure? It is like a formula. Okay, if it is a sentence is used in simple present tense, the sentence must come under this formula, that is subject should be there. If the subject is singular you have to use is, or if the subject is plural you have to use are. Am is for I. Okay, suppose if these are all called B forms, in the last class itself we have discussed. Okay, these are all B form, and if the verb is not B form or helping verb, you have to use the present form of the verb, that is the main verb. Okay, for example go, come, sing, play, all those are called main verbs. If the main verb comes, that should be in present form. Okay, and you have to add es or s or ies. Okay, for a third person singular. The last class itself I told you, if the subject is third person singular you have to use es, or you have to add es or s or ies to the verb. Okay, now let us discuss the exercise for simple present tense. Okay, I have written 5 sentences here, so they are in fill-ups. Okay, so this is how the questions will be there for your public exam. Okay, so now first one, you dash sing rarely. So the sentence will be in the fill-up form, the verb will be given in the bracket. So the verbs which are given in the bracket are written in present form of the verb. Okay, for example, the first sentence sing, second meet, third rise, fourth go, and fifth play. So these are the verbs written in the bracket. These verbs will be always in present form of the verb, that is V1. Okay, so we have to change this V1 according to the sentence, according to the tenses. Now let us change. You dash sing rarely. Now what is the keyword? When you answer to the question, first you have to read the sentence, understand the meaning, then find out the keywords in the sentence. Now what is the keyword here? Rarely. So it is a keyword for present. Okay, simple present tense. So, what is the answer now? You sing rarely. Why here it is rarely is used for a simple present tense? Because it's like a habitual. Okay, rarely he sings, rarely you sing. These are all habitual. That is why we go for simple present tense. Okay, so the answer is you sing rarely. Now, the Prime Minister dash meet the President on Monday. Now, what is the sentence here? The Prime Minister is going to meet, okay, the President. Now, the verb is meet. Okay. Now, we have to find out the keyword. What is the keyword here? On Monday. Why on Monday is a keyword? Because it is a fixed timetable. The program is fixed. Okay. So, when the program is fixed, the timetable is fixed, you have to go for simple present tense. So, now the Prime Minister, meet is the word given in the bracket, that is in present form. Okay, now we have to change this present form into our formula. What is the formula? Subject plus is or are or am or present form of the verb. Okay, or plus es or yes. Now, the Prime Minister meets the President on Monday. Since the Monday is a fixed program, we have chosen simple present tense. Then why we have to add meets? The Prime Minister meets the President on Monday. Why we have to say meets? Because the Prime Minister is a third person singular. So he comes under he, she. Okay, so he or she. Okay, the Prime Minister may be he, or the Prime Minister may be she. Okay, so whenever there is whenever the subject is a third person singular in simple present tense, we have to add s to the verb or es or ies. So since the subject is third person singular he, so we add s to meet. So the answer is the Prime Minister meets the President on Monday. The third exercise, the sun dash rise in the east. So now this rule comes under which rule? It is a universal fact, scientific truth. Okay, sun rises in the east. Why we added s to the verb rise? Because the sun comes under third person singular, that is it. So the sun rises in the east. So why did we choose simple present tense for this sentence? Because this comes under the rule universal truth or universal fact or scientific truth. Okay, this is same everywhere. Okay, so the answer is the sun rises in the east. Next sentence, my father dash go to Tirupati every year. Okay, now why this sentence comes under simple present tense? Because it is a habitual action. Already I told you in the first class itself, habitual action is not everyday action. It may happen every day or 2 days, once in 2 days or once in 3 days or every week, every month or every year. So that action should be in a habitual manner. Okay, so my father goes to Tirupati every year. So the father's action is what? Every year he goes to Tirupati. So that's why we use simple present tense for this sentence. So why did we add es to this? Because my father comes under he and third person singular. So my father goes to Tirupati every year. The last exercise, they always dash play cricket. Now this, what is the keyword here? Always. So always is a keyword used here. So they always play cricket. Why we did not add yes to the verb plays? Why did we not say plays? Because the subject is third person plural. Okay, if the third person singular only, we have to add es or s. See, as we added in my father goes to Tirupati every year, the sun rises in the east, The Prime Minister meets the President on Monday. So all these three sentences comes under, the subject comes under third person singular. But here the fifth sentence comes under third person plural. So we should not add s to the verb. Okay. Now they always play. Why we chosen for simple present tense? Because the keyword is always. So whenever the word comes always, you have to say in simple present tense. Now let us analyze this sentence structure, whether we have applied or not. For example, you see in the first sentence, you dash sing rarely, you sing rarely. So the subject is you. Okay. So since the main verb is given sing here, we did not use is or am. So we directly went for present form of the verb, and we did not add es or s. Why we did not add? Because the subject is not third person singular. For example, the second sentence, you see the subject is Prime Minister. Okay, Prime Minister, subject, and meet we have used. Why we did not use is or am? When we have to use, when there is a be is given in the bracket, we have to go for is or am. So since there is a main verb is given here, so we have to go for present form of the verb, and we added es or s to the verb, that is meets. Here we added yes. Why did we add? Since the Prime Minister is a third person singular, we added yes. See, why have I emphasized on adding yes to the verb? Because it is very, very, very important when you speak English or write. Okay, this is very important. Whenever whenever the subject is third person singular, you have to add yes to the verb, because it is it shows that it is a third person singular. We add yes to the verb because it shows that is the subject is third person singular. That's why we add yes to the verb. Okay, so I hope you have understood the simple present tense. Now let's move on to the second tense, that is a simple past tense. So in the last class itself I told you, I am not going by present tense, past tense or future tense. I am going by the four tenses in each subdivisions, that is simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So I am going with that formula. Okay, so now let us move on to the simple past tense. And what is the sentence structure of simple past tense? Subject plus was or were or past form of the verb, that is we call V2. Okay, now if the subject is singular, we go for was. If the subject is plural, we go for were. If both the be forms are not there, we have to go for V2, that is the past form of the verb. Okay, was is singular, were is plural. Now let us see usage. What is the usage? That is the past action. See, merely it's not only past action but completed action. The action should be completed, okay, in the past. And next rule is usage is conditional class. Okay, now let us see the keywords. Last week, last month, yesterday, once, ago and last year. Okay, what are the keywords? Last week, last month, last year, once, ago and last year. Let's see examples. Okay, I woke up at 8 a.m. yesterday. So what is the keyword here? Yesterday is a keyword. Okay, there is another word is also called the previous day. The previous day is equal to yesterday. So I woke up at 8 a.m. yesterday. So this yesterday is the keyword. Okay, so when we have to go for simple past tense, when the action is completed and the time should be mentioned, that is very, 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 very important. That in the sentence there should be time mentioned, should be there. Okay, when this action took place. Now let us move on to the second example. We went to Mumbai last month. Now what is the keyword here? Last month. So we went to Mumbai last month. So this last month refers to that the action is completed. Okay, let's move on to the third one. Rajesh worked in AGP company 5 years ago. See, ago, already we can see here in the keyword, there is a keyword ago. So now Rajesh worked in AGP company 5 years ago. So the action is completed. So in all these three sentences, the action is completed. What is action? Woke up, okay, work, yesterday, the completed action. Went, last month, completed action. Worked 5 years ago. So in all these three sentences, we have completed actions. Fourth example, if you worked hard, you would get good marks. This rules comes under conditional class. See, in conditional class, we have four types, okay. So when we come to the grammar conditional class or if class, we will discuss that in elaborate manner. So before that, in simple past tense, we use conditional class. Okay, so when the sentence is in conditional class, we have to go for simple past tense. You see here the fourth sentence, if you worked hard, you would get good marks. Now you see the first part of the sentence is a conditional class and another part of the class is called main class. So in the conditional class, the verb worked is in simple past tense. Okay. So when the main class is used, would plus V1, that is a would get. Okay, the verb may be whatever may be the verb, go, come, sing, the verb may be in a V1. Okay, so would plus V1, whenever the main class is a would plus V1, we have to go for simple past tense in a if class. Now you see, if you worked hard, you would get good marks. So if you work hard, you would get good marks. So it is used in a simple past form. And another fifth one, Mala wrote her exam last week. Okay, so Mala wrote her exam last week. What is the keyword here? Last week. Okay, this is a completed action. This last week shows that the action is completed. So Mala wrote her exam last week. So she finished or she wrote last week. The time is completed. And another rule is also there. That is a past habitual action. Okay, past habitual action means I would play cricket. Okay, I would play cricket in college days. Okay, see in first sentence in simple present tense we saw, suppose they always play cricket. This sentence is in simple present tense because there is a keyword always. So they always play cricket. Now the same sentence, let us alternate this, let us modify the sentence. They would play cricket in college days. So here the always is not used. I used would. They would play cricket. Now this would is the past tense. Okay. Whenever would is used in a sentence, which means it is a past habitual action. This would will come when you learn modal verbs. Okay. So in that exercise you will learn this particular rule. So one more rule also you can add. Past action one here. Second one is conditional class. Third one is past habitual action by telling, by using would. Okay, so they would play cricket in college days, which means what? In college days they played cricket. That is the meaning of that particular sentence. Now let us move on to the exercise. First sentence. My team dash win the cup in 2018. Now what is the keyword here? 2018 is the keyword here because the year is mentioned. Okay, since the year 2018 is over or completed, we can go for simple past tense. So what is the past form of a win? Won. So my team won the cup in 2018. Okay, so I told you in the bracket all the words will be in V1, that is the present form of the verb. We have to change according to the tenses. So since the keyword 2018 refers to the completed action, we use this win in past form. That is, my team won the cup in 2018. Now let us go to the second sentence. Sheila dash not sleep well last night. Now what is the keyword here? Last night is the keyword. Why last night is the keyword? Because the action is completed. The action is over. Okay. So Sheila not sleep. What do you mean by not sleep? Not sleep means since here it is given not, you have to go for negative sentence. Okay. So now Sheila, when you use this sentence in past tense, whenever you want to say a negative sentence in past tense, you have to go for did or was or were. Okay. If the main verb is given, you have to go for did. If the be form is given, you have to go for was or were. Was is for singular, were is for plural. So since the verb is sleep, the main verb sleep is given, so we have to go for did. So how you have to answer? Sheila did not sleep well last night. Okay, so Sheila did not sleep well last night. Why did we use did not? Because did refers to past tense. Since the sentence is in negative form, we have to go for did. Now the third sentence. My children dash break the glass the previous day. Now the previous day I told you refers to what? It is yesterday. Another word for yesterday. So the children. Now the word break is in present form. We have to change into past form. What is the past form of break? Broke. Okay, break, broke, broken. My children broke the glass the previous day. So that's how we have to say. Now next. Now since the if, the sentence starts with the if, which means it is in conditional class. Okay, so if she dash be a bird, she would fly. Now you see the other part of one part is if class and another part is main class. So in main class we have would plus v1, that is would fly. Whenever in conditional class the verb, okay, would plus v1, the main class, we have to go for past tense. So in the bracket you can see be. Okay, so here it is a rule, compulsory rule, that this be must be changed into where only, not was. Okay, okay, you understand? So I told you was is for singular, where is for plural, but now here she is a singular. So to which verb we have to choose? Was only we have to choose. But here, since it is a if class and it is a imaginary, it is a imagination, the condition is imaginary. So that's why we use where. Why not we use was? That is actually right usage. If is not there, that is a right usage. What is the right usage? She was a bird, you can say. But if it comes under if class, okay, the main class is would plus v1, we have to go for where. Then why we have to go for where? Why not was? Because we are going to emphasize that it is a imagination. That's why we use where. Okay, I hope you understand. If she were a bird, she would fly. Now let us move on to the last one, fifth exercise. Ganesh dash reach Chennai at 9 p.m. today. So now this 9 p.m. today is a past one. Okay, it is crossed one. Okay, that is over. The action is completed. So the reach is used. Ganesh reached Chennai at 9 p.m. today. Okay. Next we shall move on to the third one. Simple future tense. That is, the sentence structure is subject plus will or shall plus present form of the verb, that is V1. Okay. So now let us see the usage. This is a sentence structure like a formula. Now what is the usage? Refers to, okay, the future, simple future tense refers to an action which is expected to happen in the future. What do you mean by expected? That we may expect something to happen in the future. That may happen or may not happen. Okay, such kind of situation you can bring under simple future tense. Now let us see the keywords. What are the keywords? Tomorrow, next week, in future, soon, and shortly. So these are the keywords. What are the keywords? Tomorrow, next week, in future, soon, and shortly. Okay. Now let us see examples. First one, I shall do my work tomorrow. Now, what is the keyword here? Tomorrow. This tomorrow refers to future action. So, I shall do my work tomorrow. Here, what is it refers to uncertainty or certainty. It may happen or it may not happen. But I am just fixing. Okay, just I am telling myself that I shall do my work tomorrow. It is not fixed one, but it is a uncertainty. They will come next week. Now, what is the keyword here? Next week. This next, the word next refers to future. So, next week is refers to future. So, they will come next week. The third one, Manoj will complete his project next year. What is the keyword here? This next year is the keyword here. So that refers to future tense, simple future tense. So Manoj will complete his project next year. Next, Sneha will deliver her speech shortly. Now this shortly is also referring to the future action, that Sneha will deliver her speech shortly. Okay. Now the last one, the government will find vaccine for COVID-19 virus soon. So all the government, why to say all the countries are trying to find the vaccine for COVID-19. So here I have just generally written government. This government can refer to our Indian government or Tamil Nadu government, any government. Okay. That particular government will find vaccine for COVID-19 virus soon. So this soon is the keyword in this sentence. So this refers to what? Future action. Okay, still the vaccine is not found for what? COVID-19 virus. So all the governments are trying to find. So the government will find vaccine for COVID-19 virus soon. So now in this simple future tense, okay, it refers to what? The action which is expected to happen. Okay, so these are the keywords, that is tomorrow, next week, in future, soon and shortly. So I have told you, I have explained to you simple present tense, simple past tense and a simple future tense. So in the next class we will see simple future tense exercise and then we will move on to the next tenses. Thank you.